Okay, so his name was Wayne Savage. He's from Newark, New Jersey. He was living in Georgia King Village when I met him. I was in the eighth grade when he asked to be my boyfriend. So I kind of understand why my higher self was like, "Yo, you know, you love him, look out for this, or give him a heads up or whatever." But I didn't give him a heads up the way I was supposed to. I didn't know how I was supposed to give him a heads up. Mind you, I'm young. This is my first time getting a vision. The first vision I ever got was after my dad tried to have sex with me. And I went back home. That's like when school started because I used to visit him in the summer. So my dad tried to, have sex with me. He got in the bed with me, whatever. He tried to do his thing, but I got up and, went to the bathroom. I was about to climb out the window and everything, y'all. Go to a neighbor house, call my mom's, all this. But I didn't even, climb out the window. I just went to another room and slept with my sister. But the vision I got from that experience was that he was going to hell. I actually saw a hole open up in the ground in his house and his spirit leave his body and go in the ground. I called him and told him about that, but him being the person he is, he don't believe shit till it happened. So whatever. But the guy I was dating from eighth grade, he ended up going to jail, and by the time he got out, I had already had a son. I think he went to jail for robbery or some shit, or robbery, attempted murder. I don't fucking know, because I don't really be keeping up on shit like that. Like, once I had broke up with him and basically told him he was stupid as hell for doing that shit, you gonna get killed, and I walked away, I never looked back. Like, every time he would see me, he would try and talk to me, ask me to come here, I would keep walking, because I was like, really disappointed that he gave up everything that we felt for each other for that. So I would never talk to him. So he would start getting angry after months go by, me not talking to him. And he'll see me out of nowhere walking by, and he'll be like if I'm about to go to the store at the top of the hill, whatever, I got to walk past his house to get there. Or I got to go out my back door, and I'm not doing that. So I was going through, go to the store, whatever. Or on my way to school, anything, this nigga be on his porch just waiting for me to come out, because he know what time I come out, because we used to walk to school together. And he would fucking be sitting there, and either he'll mean mug me, or he'll call me and be like Whitney, Whitney, come here, and I'll be like, whatever, and roll my eyes, keep walking. Then after a while, it got to a point where he was like, man, fuck you, bitch, da, 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 while I'm walking by. And so the first time he did that, like, really, like, I ain't pay him no mind. I almost started arguing with him, but then I just looked at him and I rolled my eyes and walked away. I said, you know what, fuck this. It ain't worth it. I'm not about to argue with him. He's already a goner. Like, he don't even give a fuck about nothing. So I'm not about to argue with him, because it won't be no fucking point, right? So on my way, walking away from that first experience with him, like, tears just started coming down my eyes. I didn't know, I didn't know they was gonna come down, because I really wasn't off it like that. I really felt like, all right, I already cut him off. I'm good. I don't have no feelings. Like, fuck that. Because I don't want to have no feelings when his ass get killed. Then I saw that I still had feelings or whatever. So he ended up getting locked up. And when he got locked up, yeah, people told me, I didn't know exactly the day or whatever, but, it was rumors and shit around the neighborhood what would happen with him and shit. And what he supposedly did, da da da. So I'm like, shaking my head. Well, I guess I'll see him when I see him. And so I moved on. I started dating somebody in my 12th grade year. And then I had my first son at 20. So funny thing is, when I had my first son, he had got out of jail. So my first son was like 7, 8 months. And he would come by, well, matter of fact, girl, listen, I say girl, but I feel like I'm talking to my girlfriends. But look, matter of fact, the first day he got out, everybody was hyping. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was summer, everybody was all alive, it was music, everybody out. And I came outside on my porch and shit. And one of my friends, my girlfriend, she lived like 2 rows away from me. She came to me and she was like, "Hey, Wayne sitting on my porch. He said come and get you." So I was like, "What, Wayne?" So she like, "Yeah, he got out. He over there on the porch waiting for you." So I said, "Bitch, get the fuck out of here." I walked off my porch and I kind of peeked around like the last house for my row, or whatever. So, cause I could see her porch from the last house. So I was looking down there and I seen this guy sitting on her bricks with like these dreads. His dreads, he ain't had no dreads when he went in. He was little. He came out and shit was like shoulder length or whatever. And I was like, "That's not Wayne. Like, get the fuck out of here, right?" So she like, "Yes, it is, bitch. Go over there. He told me to go get you now." I'm like, "All right." So I start walking over there and shit. And as I'm getting closer, I could tell like, yo, that's really him. Like, oh wow. How do I see the dreads and I'm like, how do in my mind, because I used to date him, I'm like, never thought of him having dreads before, but they look okay. They're okay. So I walked up the steps and he was all excited, smiling, chilling though. He keeping his little composure, got his little leg up on the fucking bricks and shit. And I walk over there. He got one leg on the ground, one leg up on the bricks. So it's like his legs is open. And I walk over there, but I stopped before I could get like close enough to be like in between his legs. And he, put the other leg down and stood up. We gave each other a hug and we started, talking, and we walked over to my spot. We was chilling from that day forward. We was chilling, whenever I come home or whatever, or he'll come out of nowhere, knock on the fucking door. I'll let him in and we'll chill and shit. Mind you, I have a baby dad. I'm living with him and my first son. So my baby dad was mad. And one day my baby dad came home while he was at my house chilling and shit. My baby dad came back. My baby dad came back in the house and was mad, of course. And I told him, like, yo, this is my boy. Like, I'm not fucking with him like that or nothing like that. So he was just like, well, I feel more comfortable if he was here. When I was here, I said, well, you are here. And I was like, and that's my friend. Why the fuck would he come when you here? Like, you feel me? Like, why would he only come by when you here? That's not gonna make no sense. And so, like, it's not your friend. You feel me? And it's not like I fucked him or nothing like that. That's my ex-boyfriend, but that's somebody that I'd been let go a long time ago. But I still got love for him. You feel me? Like, I don't care if I would have seen him 30 years down the line. I still would have let him come into my house, regardless of who I was with. I could have been married to the Pope. You feel me? So, me and him had arguments about that. So I just told my friend, I said, look, fuck it. Like, just put your shit up and come on. And he ended up leaving or whatever. But it wasn't just him by himself. It was him and all the other boys that we used to all chill with, like Wayne, Bobby, and all of us. We was together in my house chilling. And so all of them had to leave or whatever. And we just stepped outside on the porch and chilled. He was in the house mad. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, because he was a cheater and all types of shit. He was thinking I was going to cheat because it was him, somebody that he know I used to fuck with and somebody that's well known. But no, baby, I'm not about to fuck on him again. I already know why I broke up with him, dumbass. So anyway, and I know why I'm leaving your stupid ass real soon. You feel me? But that don't mean I'm about to go back to him, dumbass. So anyway, after that day, he stopped chilling at the house a lot. He stopped really coming around because I don't feel like having the drama, But he would come around once in a while, you feel me? And one day, my baby dad had told me, oh yeah, Wayne said y'all fucked and you fucking him and you about to leave me for him, da-da-da. And not even, I hadn't seen Wayne, in a long time. Not a long time, but like 2 weeks. I hadn't seen him or whatever. Not because he came to my house and I ain't opened a door or not like that. It was just, for some reason, he was out doing some stuff and I was doing my shit. Whatever. We just never crossed paths like that after that occasion when my baby dad came home. And then after that occasion, things started like being here and there because I ain't want no drama. And then like 2 weeks straight, I ain't see him. I ain't know what the fuck. So I wasn't really thinking about it or sweating it. And then Barack Obama had got elected. and he was the president. And that was the same night, like everybody was celebrating and shit, and we heard gunshots. He had got shot 2 rows down in his car, and that's how that shit went. And before that shit, he was, he was like, I know you got a baby now, but I want to start over. Talking about the things that he want to do with his life and shit. He want to move out of town, da da da. And I'm like, I just had a baby, bro. I'm definitely not about to jump into something else, especially with everything that I already know. The reason why I broke up with you in the first place, you feel me? And yeah, I still got love for you and shit. We cool as hell. But he talking about having his baby. He want me to have his baby. I can't do that for you, bro, because I don't know if you'll be here, and I already know that my higher self already told me you're not gonna be here, so I can't do that to myself. So, like I said, after we had that conversation, matter of fact, that was the last conversation we had, and then I ain't see him for like 2 weeks, and he ended up getting killed. Now, my thing is, of course, I wasn't about to jump into no relationship or fuck him or like plan to have no baby with him or fuck him and have a baby and break up with my boyfriend. And I wasn't about to do all of that. I wasn't about to do that. Now, I don't say that that's how I felt, but I feel like that was very significant. That was a moment changer. I could have shifted a lot of shit if I had said, yeah, you know what, you're right. If you saying you're going to leave, then okay. I should have trusted that, but I didn't. I was like, man, once in the game, you can't lead the game. I know that shit. You feel me? You gotta die. You leave that shit. So I said no. And he ended up dying. And this is the second guy that died that I had grew up with. And he died within 5 years of me getting out of middle school. There was a lot of guys that died from my middle school or was like ended up on the streets and crackheads straight out of 8th grade. So the only motherfuckers that I was really, really close with deep down was a guy named Ali. And that's my best friend. You know, feel me? But then it was Wayne. And he was the love, like that was the love. That was the first sign of love. That was the first experience of love that I ever had. So when Ali died, I went to his funeral, but my knees were so fucking weak. I couldn't even fucking stand up in there, guys. Like I couldn't stand up. I couldn't breathe. Like I felt like every step I got closer to going, saying my goodbye, I got weaker and weaker and weaker. Like maybe he didn't want me to see him like that, or maybe he didn't want me to be there, or maybe that's just not the way I want to remember him. But I ended up taking that as a lesson so that when Wayne died, I did not go to that funeral. There's no way. I was not going to that funeral wake, nothing. Because I'm not trying to see him like that. And at the same time, I felt like I wanted to have my memories of him without that part attached, because you don't ever forget what that person looked like in that casket. Like I remember my uncle, Claude. I went to his funeral. My grandma, she was cremated. My auntie D, she was cremated. But you feel me? Like I went to a lot of funerals, but I seen my Uncle Claude, and I seen him in that casket like that. I was young as hell. But yeah, I will never forget that. I was under like 8, you know what I'm saying? So I remember looking at, oh, no. That wasn't Uncle Claude. That was Uncle Curtis. My bad. The C's got messed up. It's Uncle Curtis. Seeing him in the casket like that, I will never forget that. You know what I'm saying? So I never want to see anybody else like that. And so I didn't go to his funeral, but it fucked me up because I was so confident that I was doing the right thing when I didn't go. And I thought I was going to be able to be good with that. But the whole fucking day, from the time that I knew his funeral service started all the way to motherfucker when I knew it was like 4 or 5 o'clock, I was fucked up. I was crying. I was in the house crying. I was writing a whole letter to him. It was like 4 pages. I wrote a letter to him, and I said that even though I'm not able to take this to your grave and put it in your, in the ground with you, or put it in the casket with you, I want you to take these words with you. I love you. I'm sorry. I wish I would have done more. I felt like I had failed him. All of those words came out with all these teardrops all over it. And I folded it up and I put it in a book that was in my mom room. I put it there and I went in my room and I went to sleep. When I went to sleep, I was sitting on grass, like a lot of grass on a hill, and I was looking over the hill at the city. It seemed like I was in Hollywood or something, like, where the Hollywood sign at, you sitting up there. I felt like I was sitting there, all this grass and stuff. It was so pretty, and the sun was on me, and I looked up into the clouds. The clouds was very, very blue, light blue with the white in between, The sky was blue, the clouds was white. It was just a nice mixture, a swirl. It was beautiful. And then his face with his dreads came into the picture in the clouds, his face. And he said to me, it's okay. And so I start crying. I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Yes, baby. No, you can't have my Hershey's, thank you. And so I'm like, I'm so sorry, And he's like, it's okay, I understand. Basically, he understood why I broke up with him, what I saw. He knew everything that I knew because he was in a better place, a different place, a better view of life. He was able to see everything. So he said, it's okay, I understand. And it wasn't like I was asking for forgiveness or anything, or that he said he forgave me, but he gave me so much comfort, because losing him was very, very, very hard for me. I don't care what nobody who say what about their relationship with that person, or how it feels when people die, or whatever. It's just certain shit you're never going to be able to understand or live with, even if you knew it was coming. Like, feel me? Like, you're just not, I'm not okay with it, but every day it gets easier, of course. I've been through a lot of things ever since he died, and I still say, I know he with me and he watching me, and it's always good for me to keep that in mind, because he came to me. He knows what's going on with me, and now he got a better view of what's going on with me. So he always gonna be in my court rooting for me. I know he is, and that simple fact helps me in everyday life. Like, the people you love and care for that loved you, that shit don't die. That shit don't go nowhere. And even though I felt like I failed him in a way, it was not meant for me to succeed in that way for him. It was meant for me to succeed and help him see certain things and see everything from a different view, and also see what his decision did to us and how our life could have went a different way. I don't care what nobody says. It don't matter where you meet somebody at, if it's in the hood, if it's in the ghetto, if it's in the worst time of your life. You don't know the potential that relationship might hold. And if you do know the potential that it might hold, you might want to make sure you keep the road clear for that. And that's an amen.